Guys, don't forget, if you haven't heard yet, every Tuesday we do Loose Ends Live. I host the show on the Pete and Sebastian channel where, we discuss things that, loose ends from the cast. We also get into other stuff. Me and Cans do this video thing each week. DJ Lou calls in each week. And most importantly, all the listeners can call in. We take tons of calls, face to face. You get to talk to me. Often you get to talk to Sebastian. Every Tuesday for $5 a month, you get Loose Ends. You get 4 regular episodes of the cast, commercial free, and a bonus one. I mean, it's I don't know what else to say, man. You should join us. We're having a lot of fun over there.
This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Correale and Sebastian Maniscalco.
All right, welcome back, Pete and Sebastian Show. We are live in Los Angeles and Fredonia, coming at you. I had the kids by myself for 3 days. Lana went to Naples, Florida for my father-in-law's 80th birthday party, and I was in control of the house. And I have to tell you, the way I run it, it's almost comparable to the Navy.
Really? A little culture shock for the kids?
No. They got right in line, we're leaving now, get in the car. Everything was moving in a orderly fashion.
Beautiful.
And I'm sure Lana does the same thing when I'm gone. She's got her own way. It's just easier with one person orchestrating it rather than 2 people orchestrating it, right?
Right.
That's why there's one CEO at a company. Can't have 2 CEOs.
It's good. Right? I don't know how Ben and Jerry do it. I really don't. But I'm with you, bro. I really am. I agree. And when you're in charge, that's your sole thing. You can't pawn that off for a couple hours to the wife. She's not there, so you got to lock in on a level 2, probably.
Well, this is what I do, and this is just some parenting advice to mainly fathers. But, mothers could take this and do what you will with it. I set up the day the night before.
I tell you.
So there's no surprises. Before they go to bed, I go, this is what's going on tomorrow, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to get up. You're going to put your clothes on, socks and shoes. You're going to make your bed. You're going to come out for breakfast. We're going to school. After school, I'm taking Caruso to soccer and Serafina to gymnastics. Coming home, Serafina, we're going to do your project. Caruso, we're going to read that book that you've been wanting to read. We're going to go to bed by 7:15, no later. And that's that. Okay, Daddy. So now, wow. When they get up, all this shit ain't a surprise.
Bro, you know what you gave your kids? Guy, this is the Navy. You gave them a debriefing, bro. A debriefing. Right? That's what you did. It's like, you know how good it is for a kid to wake up and just, boom, Dad said this and this and then that and then that. And boom, let's rock.
That's it.
I know.
And it works. I'm telling you, if the kids have a structure, they know what to expect. And you don't spring it on them. Oh, we got to do that project. I told you yesterday. Now, sit down. Right. Get it done.
That's it.
And we had really no problems. I have to say it was run like SpaceX.
I believe it. I can imagine how smooth it was, and I don't want to tack onto that and make it a little more misogynistic for the women out there. But last week I got stuck. I don't know how it happened. Jackie was gone all day with Sadie, and she asked me to do a clean the house. Guy, I'm doing some vacuum, and I decided to put on my earbuds. I'm like, I think I'll be able to hear these over the vacuum. So I put them on. I'm listening to Rumor's album with Fleetwood Mac, and I'm like, I did something that I did before. I'm like, I'm going to get the couches. I'm vacuuming the couches, getting those nice. And as I'm doing a dance through the house vacuuming, I'm like, God, I don't know what these ladies are complaining about sometimes, guy. Like my wife, sometimes she's like, I do everything around here. I'm like, listen, I want to be like, light a joint at 10:30. Put on a little Gordon Lightfoot. And, let the day come to you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If you could read my mind, love, then you do a little vacuum and you nap. You got to go at it 100 miles an hour.
No, I have to be honest with you. To echo what you're saying, I've often thought about this myself, going, Jesus Christ, if this is what I had to do.
Oh, you said it all right there. You didn't even finish the sentence and you said it all.
Because I'm sitting there and go ahead.
No, you go. I'm gonna let you go, man.
I'm analyzing what I was doing, right? Sometimes sometimes don't you just go kind of out of body and go, oh my God, did I just do this and that?
I know, bro. When you said, I'm going to do the project with Serafina while we read that book for you, I'm like, this guy's like half into the book, half, put that, glue that there, like that. That's like running it.
I came home. I went to drop Serafina off. I stayed with her at gymnastics practice for 2 hours. Prior to that, I got all the ingredients for Tuesday taco night, because Tuesday is taco night and we ain't skipping it because mommy's out of town. I came home. I told the kids, go take a shower, go take a bath. While you're doing that, Daddy's going to prepare the tacos. Now, the way I'm doing tacos here, each week it's getting better and better because I'm so into taco night that I found on Amazon these little taco holders, because the kids, they were putting it in their hand. And what I do is it's like it's a do-it-yourself taco bar at the table. I put the cheese in an individual bowl, the lettuce, the guacamole, the sour cream, and they could, the salsa, they could decorate it themselves. The meat is there. So it's all lined up for them. Right. And I take it, the little taco tray I bought, they put and now they don't have to, they could just put the taco tray on the table and they make it themselves.
Perfect. Right? Perfect.
I'm doing all this, right? And then in the shop, they eat the taco. I clean up the taco, everything's put away, this and that, the other thing. And I'm going to myself, you almost want to video it and then replay it when it's like, and then I had to do that. Hold on, let me show you what I did. Boom.
Oh my God. I'm right there with you, bro. But like, because you're doing it once in a while. If it's like month 4 and you're doing Taco Tuesday again, you're like, I know. I mean, I'm right there with you. I'm just trying to, for the sake of the ladies. I know Jackie's going to say this.
Listen, this is,
I know.
Yeah, and then the ladies are going, oh, you know what we do? I get it. We're just playing around here. Yes. I'm just saying, the way I did it for 3 days, could I sustain that over a course of 18 years? Yes. I can.
Listen. I think what we're both saying here indirectly is, I would love to come home to me. knowing like the way you're running it, if you were coming home to you having run it like, oh God, you know what I mean? Like, you ever see the movie Multiplicity with Michael Keaton?
No.
He made clones of himself. You'd make one that just stays home and discipline. Yeah. So anyway, it's not a good movie anyway.
Well, listen. I think I'm sticking up for men here, because it's particularly fathers who get a bad rap because, all of a sudden the other moms find out you're running the show. They're like, oh, I heard you're running the show. Well, Lana's away. How's that going for you? Like the house is all, I got sauce on the wall. There's a diaper over here.
Yeah.
And it ain't like that.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No.
Like,
yeah.
I'm sitting there going, it's fine. I have this. Now, I'm not saying that, I mean, Lana was missed in certain areas, particularly with the homework. And I got to tell you right now, if I was in school today with the technology and this, that, and the other, failing.
Oh. Well, listen, guy. This is all school needs to be today anyway. Ready? You coming? You're walking? You're in first grade. All right, kids, can you say Alexa? And if you can, you're done with school. Congratulations. That's all you need to fucking say the rest of your life. I'll ask my daughter, what time is it? And she'll go, Alexa. And Jackie will go, look at the clock, Sadie. Look at the clock and tell us. Yeah. That's great. But I couldn't agree more. Jackie, with the homework and all that, she's like, can you go over her math with her? And I'm like, I don't know it. Well, Pete, she doesn't. I go, I don't know. What would you do if I wasn't here? I go, I would hire a tutor to come here because I don't know how to do this. This is beyond. What are you doing, Sadie? Multiplying fractions. Goodbye. And my kid can sense I don't know it. She's like, even when I sit down, she's like, Mom.
I told my kid, I go, I don't know that math. I go, I could tell you what I know, what I learned 40 years ago, but the way you're doing it now,
right?
I go, you need to pay attention in school because you can't come home with this stuff and have me help you because I know how to do it my way.
Right.
And that's it. So I said, homework, this, that, Daddy don't know that. What Daddy does know is how to manage your money. So you want to talk dollars and cents? I could help you out. You want to talk about new math and this and that? Can't do it.
Yeah, but you're making it sound like when your daughter comes to you and says, "Can you help me with multiplying fractions?" You're making it sound like you know how to do it, but you learned it a different way, which is not true. I mean, no. It is true. You learned it a different way, but you don't know how to do it anymore.
This was a simple word problem, right? This was the word problem was you have 217 stickers.
Okay.
You give away 98.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother gives you 13. How many stickers do you have? Right? So
easy.
Yeah. Minus and plus, right?
Yeah.
But no, this is squares, circle.
Yeah.
It's like breaking down. What the fuck is that? Why are we doing that?
I know. I had that with Sid.
You have this. You take away this. You add this, and that's it. There's no breakdown. What the Sorry.
See, this is like somebody, a disruptor had to come along and go, let's do it this way for the kids now, right? Like the other, like I like the way you did it. That's how I did it. We'll take one step at a time. We got this. Somebody took that away. All right, where are we at now? We got this left. Now what's going on? Oh, Grandma's giving me 13 more. Bring over Grandma's. And we add that onto this, and we're good to go, right? So what are they doing? They're doing the Grandma thing with the 98 and then bringing that riff-raff over to me? Like,
I don't even know. It's almost like it's circles and squares. You have to break down like they're taking apart the numbers. Why are we taking apart the 217? The 2's over here, the 1's over here, the 7's over there. It's one number.
Right.
It's one number, and we're taking away, and then we're adding.
I know. I don't know. That threw me off too. I couldn't figure that out.
Another thing that I don't know. She's like, Daddy, I have a presentation, and I have to use Google Slides. Hey, Google Slides.
Whoa.
I said, what happened I had a big construction paper, right? And that was the slide.
That's it.
Cut and paste. I cut the article up, put it up. Google Slides.
Beautiful. My biggest concern with that kind of stuff was when you ever make a project and halfway through you're going, how am I going to transport this to the school? And then you like start saying if a parent's got to give you a ride because the project is so grandiose, you don't want to roll it up. But and dude, it's not only the technology. 2 days ago, because a lot of times when Sadie's getting ready for bed, she brushes her teeth. I sit on this bench and we kind of bullshit. And that's when she was telling me, I was telling you about Spartacus and Spartan life and the Greeks' life. And she starts going, the so-and-so Greeks, Dad, the women weren't allowed to do anything. The Spartans were a little better. The women could this and that, but they couldn't do this. And she's telling me about the women in each culture. And I'm like, how do we know? Like, how you getting that out of pottery, right? You find, like, I feel like, what do we got? A little women's movement going on, and it's like I almost got to like pull back on that because I feel like certain things are being harped on that bothering the teacher sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah. No, you got to watch that. What's going on in the teacher's personal life that she's bringing it to school and indoctrinating the kids with this stuff?
Well, if she was, it was a good thing though, because she was saying to them, you know, look at what you got and how much you have right now. And I'm like to Sadie, do you? Because the only thing I wonder is her, I go, do you look at the fact that there's never been a female president, and does that make you feel like that's something that you can't do? And Sadie's like, no, I think we can. And she's like, I hope there's no female president though until I grow up. And I'm like, why? And then she's like, because I want to be the first. And I'm like, dang it. Could you be the president if your father smoked a lot of pot? Like, is that okay? Yeah.
I did it. That disqualifies you.
Her. I'm saying this to disqualify her, like knowing that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. They do a background check over at your house, forget it.
Oh, shit.
It's over.
Oh, God. They do a Google history search, forget it. We're all done. Did you get the medical device?
Let's talk about this.
All right. Delicate dance, bro. It wasn't a cheap. This was just a medical device.
Did you tell the listeners on Loose Ends what you got?
No, I didn't tell anybody. I just said a medical device.
Okay. So it's a medical device that's like a stimulator for your muscles, right?
Right. The wires, the pads. Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice of you to send that. All right. I think you asked John Petrelli if I had one, or is that right?
Well, yes, we were discussing it, and me and some other people were discussing it because I have one, and we were discussing it in the lunch and the dinner at the place, right? Oh, in an office, and I said something about what it does and doesn't do, and then John was listening, and he goes, "I disagree. I think it actually does help and help your body." And that's when I said, "Hey, you think Sebastian's got one?" And he said, "No, I don't think he does." Okay.
All right. I do have one.
Oh, okay.
And I've used it before. I've actually used it at the chiropractor office.
Yeah.
For me, I don't think it really did much. Okay. I appreciate the gift.
Yeah, no problem. I get it. Yeah, it's a deal. Don't worry, bro. I'm having fun with it.
Because I feel like I got to tap dance around this because you're like,
no, please make fun, have fun. I'm totally good. I got it.
You're emotionally attached to this gift.
I want to. No, not at all, bro.
But it really kind of slapped me in the face. And I have to tell you why.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear this shit.
I had to go, wow, am I at the point in my life now where people are giving me gifts that are directly associated with how old or older I'm getting. Like the days.
You act like I got your walker.
Well, it might as well be like, here's a machine that's going to vibrate your muscles.
Oh, yeah.
So they don't feel sore and achy anymore. I'm thinking to myself, what's next? A piss bucket next to the bed?
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't think Cooper Flagg, the freshman at Duke, is probably strapping one of these things on after a tough game? This is not, and it's not for old people, bro. We're just late to the game with some of these things. That's all.
I just looked at
all right.
No,
well, scrap the cane. I was going to get you a cane for your birthday in August.
I mean, it's like, what am I getting next? Like a heat pad? Maybe.
I couldn't. I was like, that's the nice combo, a weighted heat blanket. So you put that simulator on. For folks that might understand, there are these little stickers that go on your back or an arm, and they have wires. And then you set the timer, and they just let a stimulation, whether you want it pulsing or just steady. So I go to my rehab lady, and that's where I first learned about it. She put it on, same thing as you were saying. And then she puts a heated, weighted blanket on my back. And then she says, my favorite thing that she does, she says, I'm going to leave for 20 minutes. My face is down in that massage thing, and it's just awesome. But I'm late to the game. I mean, I had it once when I was younger at a chiropractor, and I loved it, but I forgot about it. But if I was in my 20s and I knew about it, I'd get it. So, but you are older, though, too, as well.
When you use this thing, right, there is a modulator on there where you could increase the intensity, right?
Yeah.
So when you have somebody do it for you, they go, okay, just let me know when you could feel it, right?
Uh-huh.
And then it goes up. And then there's a point where the muscles start going like that, and you're like, get this thing, like, get it off me. Because don't you feel like the muscles are going to fly out of your skin? Like, this can't be.
That's when I love it. That's when the muscles start spasming. I'm like, oh yeah, it's like the muscles getting hit with a laser, cop's laser gun, like it doesn't know what it's doing. But you gotta be careful with that. There's certain areas you're not supposed to put it near your heart or anything, because it could like fuck with your heart.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I like to do it when we're watching TV. But all them wires, I feel like I'm setting a bomb, and I have to take my phone and put the flashlight on from my phone, which I don't know what I'm going to do now when I get my flip phone. I'm going to need a flashlight to do this. And I set the wires up, and then Jackie's there going, oh, God, here we go with the fucking thing. Yeah, But she does compression leg things. I don't know if you've seen those. Do you have those, too?
Yeah, I got those.
Oh, so when she wears those, I got to put the TV up because they're like, do you like them?
I don't like anything that I can't actually see the difference. Like, how you put this? Yeah, you put the legs on, you take them off. But if you said, okay, jump, and I want to see how high you jump before you put the legs on, and then put the legs on, I want to see how high you jump now. Go, oh, wow, I see, like, now I could jump this much higher.
Yeah.
Just walking around, though, going, I can't gauge. Like, if I put the stimulator on my arm, I can't gauge after I take it off. Oh, wow.
Not that
my arm feels better.
Well, that's the thing, it doesn't. And that's what I was arguing with the John. I was saying the only problem with the stimulator, as it was explained to me, is it doesn't do anything. It just takes away the discomfort, because now your brain is focusing on this thing instead. So while you have it on, it's basically, just kind of making you not think about it and feels better. Now, John argues that's true, but now your brain isn't rushing blood to that area because it doesn't think there's a pain there. So because that's not happening, you're making the inflammation go down so that when you do take it away, it actually does feel a little better there. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to get one for Sebastian then. And that's how in my head. I don't know. What? God, if I got you a gift advice. You did like, that would be weird, right?
Well, you're also taking advice from a guy who wanted to end his life on a boat. So that's in John's book, by the way. It's in John's book. Not that he wanted to end his life, but what did he do? I forget. Did he like just floor it? What happened? Explain the story.
There's all the things coming together at once that you're not supposed to do, and he knew better. He was in Alaska. He was on a fishing trip. They all got back at the end of the day. He decided to go out one last time by himself because the sun stays out all summer long, so it was still sunny out. He didn't tell anyone he was going or where he was going, and he went out. And out on the boat, he basically something with the engine went too fast, and he fell out. And he had his waders on. And he almost drowned right away because the water was fell. Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry to interrupt the story, but wasn't he going like fast and he knew that he shouldn't, like he just, it was almost like
with the engine.
A death wish.
Well, he didn't make it sound like in the book that he was a very happy man. It doesn't look like he was meaning to do that, but he was going really fast and he turned, like you turn it or something. And he wasn't wearing a life preserver either, I don't think. So that and whatever he did, you're right. Something, I forget what they call it in the book, but then he fell out when that happened. But now the boat was circling in a circle. So not only did he fall out, I just got to tell listeners, I'll leave it here. He's sinking from the water filling up in his waders, and as he's trying to keep afloat while the water's pulling him down, he hears a noise. He doesn't know what's going on. The boat is coming around. Now he has to go down to avoid the propeller from the engine, which just misses his scalp. Then while he's still under, he takes a knife and cuts one fucking wader just to give him enough to get back up. And when he gets back up, he times it. When the boat comes around, he's got to try and grab on, and he knows he's only got 1 or 2 times before the boat's going to go off track, and he's way out there, and no one knows he's out there. And I think he just had a baby. Oh, my God. Get this at Amazon, folks, $19.99. The John Petrelli book.
The John Petrelli book, Confessions of a Personal Trainer. It's our buddy John Petrelli, and you could read all about his life and his trials and tribulations and what he had to go through to get to where he's at. Guy almost died a couple years ago. I'm laughing because the amount of adversity that this guy's faced in his life is incredible. So it's an incredible read. John's a dear friend of mine and introduced Lana to me. So we have John to thank for introducing us. But anyway, thank you for the gift.
Well, who's got it now? Which housekeeper got that one?
I think my nanny told me it's great. No.
All right, guys. You know, next time I get your Christmas present, the card's going to say Feliz Navidad, so you can give the card to whoever it's going to after you anyway. All of it, one whole thing.
No. I got it. But Patrick's going to take it out of here after he leaves.
Enjoy it, Patrick. It's fantastic. You got to keep the stickers in a moist bag, or else they lose their stickiness, Patrick. Okay.
Oh God. That's that. What else did I want to run by you? Oh, Texas. Want to talk to you about what's going on in the world of aviation.
Oh, man.
We had an unfortunate incident happen a couple weeks ago in regards to the plane and the helicopter. Shortly after that incident, we had another tragedy where the medevac medevac plane fell out of the sky. Now I'm hearing sporadically a Japanese airliner hit the Delta plane on taxiing in at the Seattle airport.
Did you see that? I saw that video. I was a fender bender.
regardless of what it is. It's in the aviation world.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be happening.
This is interesting. Patrick, can we pull that video up if you haven't seen it? Because this goes back to something you had mentioned in the past. The guy who took the video, he's sitting out in the plane and he's looking out at the wing and they're backing up. And as they're backing up, see if we can get it. But he's watching it happen and he knows it's going to happen. And then when it hits, it's like no one spilled their drink or anything. It was just like a boom. But neither plane can be flown now. And he turns to the person he's with and you can hear him say, I knew that was going to happen. I could see it. I could see we weren't going to make it past that Delta plane. That's why I filmed it. Now, if there was a way you could hit a button, cockpit here, guy, stop, you're going to hit the Delta. You're going to hit the Delta plane. But you can't. It's like passengers could be your eyes and ears for the side because pilots can't see on the side. So I wish, the same way they go, will you be responsible to have this seat? If you're in the emergency exit, they should pick one person on each side and go, listen, you have a button and you could reach the pilots at any moment you want. You have the responsibility to only use that when you see some shit. I'm on it. I'm your guy. I'd be out at the whole flight like this. I'd be like, guy, there's a plane. Wait, we see it, Pete. Like I'd be in constant contact. It's a bird.
No, they can't give the general public that responsibility because the idiots would be using that button to tell the pilot, just want to let you know the chicken is a little dry. Can you please tell? Yeah, believe me. Okay, here, bring this video up. We got the video.
That's from a different angle. No big
fender
deal.
bender, bro. The wing is through the fin.
Come on. You reminded me of the first joke I ever remember reading out of a book. Did I say this on the cast yet? How did you know it was an Italian airline?
Oh.
Because there was hair under the wings.
Did I tell you? This might be a little too much information, but it has to do with this topic.
Dated a woman with hair back in the day?
I had a girlfriend at one point in my life when I was a young lad in my teenage years.
Yeah.
That she had about a hair, I'd say about this long. Coming out of her nipple.
Oh, wow. Why wouldn't she clip that?
It was.
Whoa, Billy.
I found it while we were fooling around, and I was like, "Is that a hair?"
Oh, man.
My question to you.
Yeah.
Do you think throughout your lifetime,
Right.
any of the girls that you've ever messed around with,
Yeah.
while it was happening, do you think they were like maybe whatever, kissing your neck and maybe you had like a skin tag or something? Is there anything you think that's been on your body where the girl went home and told her girlfriend, and then I was kissing his neck and he had like a fucking skin tag? No,
absolutely.
There's not been one thing on your body that the girl went back and go, my God, I went to go and he's fucking...
No.
He's got spider hair underneath his armpits. I don't know. What is it?
I felt like growing up, the chest hair, the proportions of where it stopped, no back hair. I was like an unexpected Airbnb. You get there and it's way nicer than you expected. You want to stay longer. You know what I'm saying? I was the surprise. Like, we only took him in the trade because he was the throw-in guy. He ends up being the all. That's. But the bigger question is, have you ever like when you did the hair thing? Like, I'll be honest, I could even tell you the name if we were having dinner before one of the shows on tour. But for the cast, I'm not. But made out with a girl once that I was interested in high school. I kissed a lot. I couldn't. Other guys were more advanced. I was a big kisser, but rubbed mustaches with her. I felt her stash hitting my little piece, and I'm like, as we were kissing, the stashes are rubbing. I'm like, well, this is over. You know what I mean? And I'm wondering, like, do these women ever, like, do you think that girl ever, like, she saw your lips hit that hair coming out of the nipple, and in her head, she's like, damn it, shit, this is done. He's not going to be into this after. No,
I don't think she knew. I don't think she knew. I don't think she knew, to be honest with you. So what I'm saying is, unknowingly though, maybe you were kissing a girl, let's say, and maybe you had a little piece of popcorn in your teeth that you didn't know about, right?
Yeah.
And you're swapping spit with the girl, and the popcorn dislodges, and she's like, what the fuck is that? And she eats your popcorn from your mouth, right? But you don't. But you don't know it. And she goes back and goes, Jesus, I was kissing this guy last night, and he had popcorn kernels in his mouth. Now, do you think anything like that has ever happened?
Yeah, the spittle. I think I've chatted with women, and we both know. We both saw a spit come out of my mouth, and like.
No, I'm talking in the heat of the moment.
Oh, no, I can recall. Like, I never had a.
Like she's nibbling on your ear, and a piece of wax dislodges, and she, and you don't even know what happened. I'm asking you in the grand scheme of things.
The only thing I can think of is sometimes in the past when I'd be with Jackie, and I'd get off when we're done, and my chest hair would be on her body, which I always thought, like. But that's kind of cool, you know? It's like, yeah, it's a little souvenir.
Souvenir. I call it shedding.
Yeah, it is shedding, but you know, if you went to the zoo and then the bear shook its head in front of your daughter and a hair fell in front, you know, like, and you caught it in your hand, that's like, hey, we got a bear hair. There you go. But she has gone, Jesus, you know, and she's rubbing it off. So,
my God,
I don't know, I'm apologizing. Oh, sorry, I'm shedding on you. What about you?
Right.
What about you, man? Can't ask that and then do a walk away.
I don't have anything that I know of, but I'm sure there's been an instance where something might have happened where I would have been I could be the brunt of a joke at a party. Right. That I don't even know about, you know, like, oh my God, I was with this guy one time, and
like there's been a lot of girls that did want to go back out with me, so maybe if they were here to interview, they'd go, no, yeah, there are a few things, Pete, you just weren't aware of them.
Oh God! All right, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here at Pete and Sebastian Show. Another wonderful podcast. I did want to get more into that plane stuff, but it's all right. We'll save it for another day. Pete and Sebastian Show, signing off. Till next time.